Well, if we know anything about Charles Hoskinson, he does not like Bitcoin maximalists. And I'll tell you what, Charles, I agree with you. I don't like Bitcoin maxis either, and I don't think they help our industry at all. Listen, you can love Bitcoin more than you love anything else, and you can have a strong opinion about why Bitcoin's the only thing that matters. But the minute you start attacking an industry that only makes up 5%, the minute you basically leave out the idea that anything else can be created that helps outside of Bitcoin, that basically nothing outside of Bitcoin can be created that actually helps our industry move forward, you're getting into this very tribal ideology, right? It's like politics kind of, right? And so many Bitcoin maxis are like this. They don't even listen to you, let alone, agree. You don't have to agree to listen. You can listen to someone and disagree with them. The minute you get to this point where you don't even hear the other person or you just start yelling, that's where I just think identity politics, right? It's like the same kind of deal. Well, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson is fired up, and he has slammed Bitcoin maxis recently, talking about this exact problem. As you can see, I love Bitcoin. It's right there. I love it. It's number one. It's something I buy every single day. I started that in April 2022. I've done it for over a year. But I also love altcoins, and there's a place for a lot of different stuff here, right? Now, let's dive into the specifics here. Cardano founder Hoskinson says Bitcoin enthusiasts defending BlackRock is everything you need to know about their ethics, mental state, and greed. Bitcoin proponents have continued to cheer asset manager company BlackRock for filing an application with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission to launch a spot-based Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. For context, BlackRock applied with the SEC on Thursday to launch its iShares Bitcoin Trust. If approved, the fund will grant investors direct exposure to Bitcoin from the world's largest asset manager. Although the filing is still early, many BTC enthusiasts are optimistic that the SEC will approve BlackRock's ETF application simply because it's BlackRock and they run everything. $9 trillion in assets, right? Now, in a tweet yesterday, Payne first praised BlackRock as the most politically powerful and connected entity. So this is a Bitcoin maxi. BlackRock is probably the most politically powerful and connected entity in the United States. I bet this spot Bitcoin ETF will be approved. I agree, though. Everything Gary and other agencies have done was cover to wash out the undeserving frontrunners and let anointed have their due. Basically, everything else sucks other than Bitcoin, and this is only going to help their cause. Furthermore, he noted that everything SEC Chairman Gary Gensler and other federal agencies have done in the past was only a cover to wash out undeserving frontrunners to allow the anointed have their due. In response, Chris, an entrepreneur and prominent Cardano enthusiast, called out Payne for suggesting that industry pioneers like Grayscale are unworthy of getting their spot Bitcoin ETF application approved. Bitcoiners defending BlackRock is all you need to know about their ethics, mental state, and greed, Hoskinson said. It bears mentioning that Grayscale has filed several applications to launch a Bitcoin ETF in the United States. However, the United States SEC has rejected all applications for a spot Bitcoin ETF while approving futures-based Bitcoin ETFs, right? So Grayscale's tried this. Last year, Grayscale announced a legal action against the SEC, challenging the regulator's decision to reject the conversion of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust to a spot-based ETF. It is worth noting. So, interesting now that a lot of people think because it's BlackRock that they will get this through, right? So, listen, I understand why Hoskinson is pissed off here, because he feels as if this move, if approved, is essentially saying that the only thing that matters is Bitcoin, and we're trying to push out everybody else and all other innovation. Again, I'll say this like I said it at the top. I love Bitcoin, but there is certainly room for some other big corporations and companies and projects, whatever you want to call them, to flourish. And I think Cardano is one of them. I think what they're doing is very unique. It's different than what Bitcoin's doing, but it still adds a ton of value. So I don't hate this. I like that Hoskinson is fired up about this. He should be. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate you guys as always. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.